All right, good morning, everybody that can't see me. This is the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning, and hi, Troy Blevins. How are you?
I'm doing well, Pete. It looks like you're having some challenges with
Yeah,
the
it's been a
video.
fun morning
You're
so
having some
far.
challenges with the video. Can they see me, Pete, or they just can't see you, or we don't know? We can't see anyone. So,
We can see you.
Pete, and just so you know, the good news is it's Friday.
It's Friday. There we go. It's Friday,
It's
and
Friday.
we're on.
So, are you in the shot now? Because I can see you just fine.
I'm in the shot. Yes, everybody can see me now.
You're-
After a very long and very hard put together new introduction this morning, we start the show with my camera not working. So it's always something.
Yeah.
It's always something, Troy. Oh man, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, man. I slept good.
Good. I'm glad somebody here did.
I'm having a good morning so far.
That's a good
I
thing,
mean,
man. I'm glad to hear it.
I,
Well,
I haven't brushed my teeth yet, but I'm having a good morning so far.
we could have skipped that. We just could have skipped
Yeah.
that whole part altogether.
Well,
Uh,
I just wanted people to know what I got going on right here is not good, but everything else I'm feeling really good.
Well, we've got a lot of people feeling really good, especially those who want to go drive on the beach. They'll be able to do
Yeah.
that on Monday, Troy. Um,
And I'm
Some
one of those
peop-
guys. I'm a guy who cruises the beach.
Yeah.
I'm too pasty to get out and lay in the sun, so I cruise the beach, and it's just one of those entertainment things I have in the Jeep. I'll do it once or twice and be done, and I'm good with my beach thing for like a month.
so are you looking forward to driving on the beach now? I haven't driven on the beach in years. Every time I don't have a car that's equipped to drive on the beach. It'll rust out the bottom of my car like nothing. I can't get under there to wash it. So I won't be driving on the beach for my
Well, I have a
car's
car-
sake. I never do. But
Yeah, I have a vehicle that's older than you that I drive on the beach. So
you do.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So that it can take a little bit of punishment, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
seen
in
a
the
lot.
game a minute. Yeah.
It's seen a lot.
Okay, so that should be interesting. So this brings the beaches pretty much to wide open, as pretty much as they were before all of this shutdown and stuff, man. So I know a lot of people really looking forward to that, just being able to get out and enjoy the beaches like they usually had been able to.
Yeah, no, I mean it's one of those one more step to getting closer to normal, and I think that's definitely a positive thing. I'm curious to see. Here's the big thing, and I'm curious to see who's going to be still here, financially and business wise, after this.
Sure. Yeah.
We talked about some of the positives to our economy that could happen because we're in an area that's done so well.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, there's going to be negatives like new businesses and some businesses that were just barely on the cusp probably aren't going to make it. I mean, even with some of the bailouts and the things that the government's putting together, there's going to be businesses that aren't going to be around anymore that have probably been around for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm curious to see how that survives. And that's not like anticipating. Oh my gosh, who's out? I mean, I'm just like, it's a sad thing, but it's also a new beginning. Because when these places, I've heard rumors of certain restaurants closing down. Someone's going to take their spot. That's the beauty of St. Augustine. It's not going to be a town that just someone's going to fill that gap in
Yeah.
St.
Yeah.
Augustine. I think we're always going to be that town.
Well, I got to tell you, from what I've seen and heard so far, I think there are probably a lot of people hoping that a particular restaurant on Crescent Beach goes down and maybe find some new ownership. But hey, man, we'll talk about that some other time. I think we touched on that before. But
don't know
yeah,
how they-
it's
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how they're. I don't know if their doors are open or if I don't know how they can keep operating. I don't know who would work for that place under that ownership. But if the things that I've seen are true, which it appears that they are. But yeah, man, yeah, it's a tough time for new businesses. It definitely is, and it's going to be tough for people to come back from this. We don't know how quickly the economy is going to rebound, tourism is going to rebound, things like that. It is definitely encouraging to go downtown within the last couple of days and see some folks down there, some folks starting to come in, and traffic starting to get a little bit heavier. As much as I hate that, but it's definitely a good sign for moving in the right direction, but it's going to take a couple months.
I complained about traffic yesterday. And it was, I was like, and then I was like, oh wait, this is kind of good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I tried to look at the bright side. Unlike you yesterday, who had an incredible rant yesterday.
I did have a great rant yesterday.
Yeah.
I would encourage people to go back and watch that rant if they haven't.
I was so proud of your rant.
It was a solid rant. It was a solid.
Yeah. And everyone heard
solid rant. Did everyone hear it?
Yeah, we've had rants before, and it didn't appear.
Well, I'm glad everybody heard it. That's the point of doing a show, is that everybody hears all the weird things that I say, Troy. That's why people follow me. Not necessarily for the factual information we put out there, just really it's for the weird crap that I say. And I was about to curse there, Troy, but you did tell me that during my rant yesterday, because I did drop an F-bomb during my rant yesterday, and apparently you had a friend with a child in the car. I do apologize for that. However, down below it does say.
It does say it.
It does say adult subject matter somewhere down there. It is possible.
It does say underneath we can say whatever the fuck we want to say.
There you go! See? You guys got to remember where you are. This is the 904 Now. If you don't remember the genesis of 904 Now, it basically started with me dropping multiple F-bombs directed towards city, county, and beach commissioners. While those shows have kind of tamed down a little bit, you can expect some language on the 904 Now. Just putting that out there as a public service announcement and a disclaimer. This is
below. Read below right there. Yeah.
It's somewhere down there. If it's not there now, it'll be there at some point. Boom, says Justin. All right.
It needs to be there. So
yes, and it is.
I really don't use the F-bomb a whole lot, but it was needed for that situation.
Well, it wasn't needed in the situation you just dropped it.
It was a shock and awe situation, and it needed to be said.
You just wanted to drop an F-bomb on live broadcasting because it's something you've never been able to legally do before, Troy.
No, if I did it on the show, on my radio show, it's like $1,500. I'm not doing that.
It doesn't cost you anything here, Troy. In fact, I might pay you extra here for dropping a couple of F-bombs. I gotta tell you, that's the way this station works.
Just let it fly.
That's it. And folks, by the way, if you haven't forgotten, you can go to Roku and Fire Stick and catch all these shows after they air. They do post in the afternoon, so if you want to go back and watch some morning shows, you can do that on your TV from Roku or Fire Stick. Just download the 904 Now app. You can also download the 904 Now app on your phone as well and get all the videos, all the articles, all the discounts, all that stuff, traffic, jail logs, all that stuff in one place, the 904 Now app. Shameless plug, Troy. Oh, speaking of shameless plugs, I forgot the shameless plug for our show sponsor. I had one damn job, Troy.
I took care of mine.
You did. I'm slipping. One of us is always slipping at this, unfortunately. Today it's me. But I do have to tell you that the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning, this show that you're watching right now, that all the technical glitches have been worked out of at this point, we'll see what happens in the morning, is sponsored by our friends at Old City Homes. Jerry Falcomer has affordable, brand new, 2-bedroom, 2-bath houses. When I say affordable, I'm talking under $175. Give Jerry Falcomer a call. 904-466-4719. We appreciate his sponsorship of the show. And if you'd like to get involved in the show, if you own a business out there, hey, hit us up, man. We'd love to be giving you some shout outs and letting people know that you're out there. So feel free to reach out to us via Facebook and all that stuff. Troy, another thing that's happening today, I believe it's today, it is today, the Blue Angels are going to do a flyover of Jacksonville. They're pretty much gonna turn around right at the St. Johns County border. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna do a little bit of flyover in Ponte Vedra, But we're not going to get to see any of the action here in St. Augustine unless we go north a little bit.
I'm assuming you've seen the Blue Angels before.
At some point, I'm sure I have. To be honest, I don't. Maybe I haven't because I just don't remember specifically seeing the Blue Angels. I don't think I've ever been to a show.
Yeah, they're very impressive. I mean,
yeah.
It's amazing how close these guys fly at like 400 miles an hour, and it is. I mean, they're closer than I want to be at like 15 miles an hour. But they're like 400 miles an hour with more power than you can even imagine. And
Yeah.
No, it's a sight to see. I mean, we go up to the air show periodically that they have in Jacksonville. They're always there, and it's impressive. So I mean,
yeah, I bet I'd love to get out to one of those. I never have. I know people who do love that stuff. I mean, like most people, you know me, Troy. I live on YouTube, so I've seen plenty of YouTube stuff on Blue Angels, but I don't know if I've seen them. I can't say that I remember seeing them live, but it doesn't matter. I won't get my chance to today either because they're flying over crappy Jacksonville and they don't really care about St. Johns County. So
yeah,
I agree with Jim in the comments. He says F ... Jacksonville. I'll have to assume that means fuck, Jim. That was necessary to drop it there, Troy.
I feel like you needed to define the F because
just so everybody knows.
No one knew what that might have meant. So no, and my rule. I don't go north of Bayard.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you need a passport to leave and go north of Bayard. So I'm not a Jacksonville fan in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not either. Can I tell you my favorite Jacksonville story ever, Troy? And I'll make it quick because the audience doesn't want to hear me ramble on for too long. There are studies that prove this. But I went to Jacksonville one time. We went to a Jacksonville Jaguars game when I was young. I must have been about 21. Went with a few friends of mine in a new car that I got. It was new to me. It was not a new car. It was a 95 Cadillac DeVille. I thought I was just a baller in this very old Cadillac with 200,000 miles on it. But it was a beautiful car. So regardless, we drive up to the Jacksonville game. We're headed back, and this is, before GPS, before all that stuff. I guess maybe some people had it, but I couldn't afford it. But so we're trying to find our way back, and I'm just not a good driver at night. I'm just a bad night driver, and this was after a night game. So I'm driving my way back. We're trying to find our way back to 95. We just keep running in circles, and driving around in Jacksonville near the stadium in some parts isn't where you want to be just driving around in circles. So we decided to kind of take a break and stop at a McDonald's in Jacksonville and just kind of regroup, eat some food, and then get back on the road when traffic was a little bit lighter and we could focus a little bit more. So we go in. And these two kids come in and they right after us and they say, "Hey man, you left your lights on in your car." I'm like, "Oh, they should go off automatically." But I walked out there with them. I was talking to them while we were going out there. And we were just having a conversation in the parking lot. I was locking up my car. I don't remember what we were talking about. But at some point in the conversation, one of the kids turns to me and he says, "Hey man, we were going to rob you, but you seem like a pretty cool dude." And I said, "Oh, that I don't know what I said." What do you say to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say to that? So I pretty much asked them how I get out of where I am. They gave me directions. I don't even remember if I followed their directions because I was still worried they might be sending me into a trap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once they've already set the groundwork, like we were going to rob you.
Right, yeah.
Their mind changed once. It can change back.
Right. There's no trust from that point out. There's absolutely no short-term trust.
No, you're focused on being as cool as you were when you met them.
Let me just stay cool and get...
Fullness, you're robbed again.
Yeah. Me and my 5 friends or however many of us that were there did not need to be without a car on that particular Sunday night or whatever it was. But so I'm glad we didn't get robbed. It was nice of them to not rob me and to also tell me that I was cool so they didn't rob me.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty nice. I'm pretty sure they would have robbed me.
But that's my favorite Jacksonville story, man. And I've always hated going to Jacksonville. And yeah, I'm with you. I stay away as much as I possibly can. And unless I absolutely need to go up there, it's just forget about it, man. There's no reason.
I had the Hummer for like 13 years. And my Hummer had a problem when I went to Jacksonville Jaguar games. It always stopped at Wacko's. It was the car's fault. I don't know why it did that. And so I'm
Wow,
hoping the
were there self-driving cars around then, Troy? Are you?
I don't know. I just kind of pulled in there, and
So
it's
wait,
like,
your Hummer wasn't a self-driving car though.
Are you sure?
That's so weird, man. This is we'll have to figure this
I have a
out.
new car. I'm hoping that doesn't happen because I end up losing a lot of money, and it's I don't know. It's just
All
kinda
right.
weird. So
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls.
I had to wear this shirt. I was like, should I put on a collar? I was going to go with the collar shirt, and I was like, no, it's Friday.
It's a solid shirt. I like the picture. I like the meme where that kid, as a grown-up man, is standing next to somebody with a "You're killing me" Smalls shirt on, and he doesn't even know who he's standing next to.
Yeah, like the guy who's wearing the shirt has no idea who's beside him.
Doesn't know what the movie is. None of that.
Yeah. So no, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So, and I have way too many Sandlot shirts. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Isn't it one of everybody's favorite movies of all time?
I don't. If it's not, we can't be friends.
I'm with you there, man. Troy Blevins, I think that's it here for the morning show. Actually, we did have a couple cases. It says pop up at the Ponce Therapy Center. Ponce Therapy Care Center. The Florida Department of Health tested 89 residents and 88 staff members at the facility on May 1st as part of voluntary testing as a precaution. According to Greystone Healthcare, which is the parent company of the Ponce Therapy Care Center, on May 4th, test results showed that 3 residents and 1 staff member had COVID-19. The test results showed. The parent company put out a release, and it said the staff member was immediately removed from the work schedule, and the 3 residents are in a distinct unit separate from all other residents in the community. And they also said they can confirm that the 4 individuals remain asymptomatic without experiencing any signs or symptoms of COVID-19. On Thursday, a second staff member actually tested positive at the Ponce, according to their parent company. So that's it's always scary when, obviously, when this is going around nursing homes or those kind of centers.
Yeah, when it gets in areas that could really hurt someone. I mean, that's frightening, and it's something that everyone's got to take serious. So.
Yeah. So there's that. That's just a little bit of that. That's about the only coronavirus update we have for today. I'm glad that the updates are tapering off a lot.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
No, it is a good thing. That's another thing. We're getting closer to being back to normal.
Yeah, so, very good.
That's where we're at, and a lot of people just. I mean, I can tell you right now, I just want to go back to like doing my trivia shows in the restaurants, doing a lot of those things that I haven't been able to do. I really miss seeing people that I've seen for 25 years every week.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen them in 2 months now. And I miss making fun of them. I mean, I get paid to drink and make fun of people. 2 things I'm good at.
It is a fun job.
Yeah.
It is a fun job. That is a part that I enjoyed about that job is people enjoy getting made fun of at trivia shows. I don't know what it is. But you can just roast audience members at trivia shows, and they love it.
Yeah. No, I mean, the meaner you are to them, the more they like you, and it's the weirdest thing. It only happens there, and usually people are.
There's a couple other places it happens, but that's primarily.
Yeah. In my life, it only happens there. Okay. Every place else, I make fun of people and drink too much. They want to beat me up.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, I think that's all we got for today, Troy. Unless you got something else for me, man. Unless there's something I'm missing here.
No, have a great weekend. I mean, and like I said, this weekend is going to tell like where St. Augustine really is. I think it's opening slowly. People are coming to hotels slowly. And it's not happening in a out of control manner. And let's keep it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if we go crazy, we're going to go backwards.
Well, I have to say something, and I am going to put Air Force 904 up in the air this weekend at the beaches just to kind of see how everybody's doing and give people a live look at the beaches so that John Oliver can't lie about us again next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am going to throw that up, but I think I think we're going to see a gradual return to everything from everybody. There's people who want to return to this in different stages. There's plenty of people who are saying, "Look, I'm not going out of the beach for a few weeks just to see what happens." So, I think we'll see a kind of gradual getting back to good crowds kind of everywhere that people want to be. So, I'm encouraged. Everything has been encouraging that I've seen so far, so I'm excited. I'm excited that we're getting back to normal, Troy. And with that said, I guess, hey, we've got a show today at 5 o'clock. You can check us out on Uncommon Ground with Mike and Troy, your Facebook page. People should go there right now and check that out because it's a fun show. Been having really fun shows lately.
Yeah, no, we've unloaded on each other a lot this week.
Oh yeah. Oh well, it's been truly uncommon ground for about the past couple weeks because there's some weeks where there's a lot of common sense stuff out there that we all pretty much agree on because you're stupid if you don't agree on it.
And it's not as much fun.
It's not as much fun when everybody agrees. I mean, we have great conversations, but we've all kind of had different perspectives on the reopening process over the last couple of weeks, and so people seem to really be getting a kick out of that.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch three old white guys argue, apparently.
Yeah, no, it's entertaining. It's just out of the three of us, one of us saying what someone's thinking.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's been fairly balanced on who agrees with who, and it's made it fun. So, but Pete, have a great weekend, man, and
you too.
We'll talk on Monday, or we'll see you this afternoon. But we'll be back here on.
Talk to everybody on the 904 now on Monday. You guys have a great rest of the day. We'll see you soon.